Yo, yo, yo. How we doing, everybody? Good to see you guys. As always, hope y'all are doing great. We are here to finish this game. We're going to wrap up all the quests we can do and go from there. So it's going to be good. Wait. Okay. So, yeah, we're back. And we're gonna finish this game. Maybe even today. I don't know how much more we have, but yeah, dude. Oh my God, Ashes of Creation died last night, and I don't mean like, you know.
We may be.
Oh man, we got to look at it like the entire team got laid off last night, and oh. Dude, I've already been getting, like, obviously, like, as I'm sure every streamer who's ever streamed MMOs has, you know, I'm getting tons of messages about it, tons of questions, and the short of it is what happened last night to Ashes Creation is only the beginning, and we're going to hear a lot more over the next few days. Was I surprised about this? No, I was not surprised about Ashes of Creation falling. And the reason that I wasn't surprised was because of the Steam thing. So they had pledged from the beginning, particularly the guy that ran the project pledged that, like, you know, that was never going to happen until the game was done. So the second that it went on Steam, and then they messed with the refund policies, that was when things were getting like that. Don't get me wrong. People had been rightfully saying for a long time that there was some weirdness with the project, but that was like the overt weirdness. That was like, okay, like something is obviously wrong. And we talked about that many times over the last little bit. But the thing that is really concerning that's coming more and more out and will continue to is the guy that ran the project basically put up a post saying that the board that had gained control of the project started telling him to do things he didn't want to do. He actually used the word ethically, which is a wild word to use. But he said that he basically could not do things that he could not ethically agree with or carry out. And then he said, as a result, I chose to resign in protest rather than lend my name or authority to decisions I could not ethically support. Following my resignation, much of the senior leadership team resigned. Following those departures, the board made the decision to issue a WARN Act notice and proceed with a mass layoff. So the thing that's really kind of unfortunate here is that, like, there's a quote from him when all this started, when Ashes was first made. And the quote was basically like, don't worry, you can trust me. We're never going to have a publisher and I'm going to self-fund. So this will happen. And the problem is, by doing that, he now owns this entire situation. So, like, this is now Steven Sharif's thing. It's not the board's, it's not anyone else's. It's Steven's, because, like, that's how he made the decisions to transition the project to whatever form it is now to allow this to happen. So there's a buck stops here kind of thing. And the part that really, that is so unfortunate about this is, like, the stuff that we're reading now, you look at the Kickstarter, which I was, by the way, I Kickstarted Ashes of Creation back in the day. You look at the Kickstarter and there's stuff in there promising refunds to the Kickstarter, which of course is not legal. That's not a legalese thing. But let's say they're planning on doing that. Well, they would need to get that money somehow. So then that makes you think, well, why did they put it on Steam? Why did they mess with the refund policy? And all of a sudden this starts to look like, when you start, like, following the money, it starts looking like, if there was even a potential that they knew before putting it on Steam that this could happen, then they literally just farm Steam for money. And then if they use that money to pay off the Kickstarter people, that's going to be, this is why I'm saying I think we're only at the beginning of this story. I think more is going to come out. Also, I have not been following the project very closely. There are other streamers who have been following this project very closely. In fact, they've been referring you to this project with referral links, which is, again, not a great look, because this project has been in trouble for a while. But like, there are people that have been following this a lot more closely than I have. And I don't know if Steven was public about the fact during the course of development that the project's control was wrestled from him. But like, if he wasn't, then that is going to be like, it's one thing if at some point during the development, he was like, guys, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to cede some control so we can get more funding and continue the project. Like, if that was a public thing, that's one thing. But if he literally ceded control from the project behind the scenes, didn't tell anyone, then did the stuff on Steam, like at this point, I'm wondering if people are going to start like bringing in legal stuff against him, because that would be, that would be like, from the layman's exterior perspective, that would actually, and I'm so rare to use this in these situations. I'm so rare to use this word, because you have to have, the most important thing behind this word is intent. And if all that turned out to be true, it seemed like his intent would be to get as many sales as he could, then pull the rug, which is by definition like a scam. And I'm so hesitant to use that word when it comes to projects. And it certainly wasn't, I would not say that it was a scam the entire time. Clearly it started as hopefully something pure, but then became something else over the course of it. But yeah, dude, this last little section, like the fact that it went on Steam 2 months ago, 2 months ago, it went on Steam, and now everyone is laid off. You can't, like, I don't see decisions that big being made in that short amount of time. That is such a suspect timeline. That is such a suspect timeline. And then again, for us to be told that apparently there's this board that he's beholden to, like, what? Like, that's and this is new information? Like, that's, oh man. Anyway, whole situation is terrible. I really feel for the devs. I really wonder, like, dude, I have worked next to and with Margaret Crone, the person who was a community manager, for years, back when she worked at like Sony Online Entertainment. And she was looking at Twitter and everything. She was just as blindsided as everyone else. It makes me wonder, like, what was the team being told? What did the team know? And it's if they didn't know any of this was coming, like, at all, like, that's even more messed up. Like, I don't. Anyway, yeah, that's it right now. That's all I'm going to talk about for this, because I feel like this is definitely one of those situations where we're going to be getting a lot more information. Like, there's no question we're going to be getting more information. Things are going to happen. So we're going to follow that through. Yeah, and as Killaspice just said, this is crazy. Look at this.
At CohhCarnage, you can still buy the game on Steam.
It's crazy, dude. Like, somebody just said buy the dip. That's not how it works, Donut. That's not how it works. This is not the latest crypto rug pull. Do not do this. Hold. Diamond hands. Okay. All right, we're going to turn in some quests now. Hi, Self.
So you've returned. Did you have a nice nap? Was the company to your liking?
It was entertaining.
I'm glad to see you're fitting in so well, even among our most unique company. I personally am very fond of Sympathy and Trickster. There's something admirable in the way they cling to existence. Sometimes I wonder if they do it purely out of spite. I hated every second of it. Sympathy and Trickster are an acquired taste, to be sure.
An acquired taste.
But they serve as a lesson in what it truly means to be a child of Morrigan. Even in failure, even in death, we can still have our uses.
Do you have any more tasks for me?
Me? Not as such. What I do have for you is a meeting. Perhaps the most important one of your life. You are to meet with War,
Ooh.
the High Priest of Bardb.
Okay.
The rest will be in his hands, and most importantly, in yours. That is all I can tell you. Now go, my fledgling. And may Morrigan's wings shield you from enemy eyes.
Is the Cohh system still on? Yes, it is. Oh, in fact, I should put block system in the title. If you're wondering why the Cohh channel is still on, check out the block system command. Yep, we are testing something new and seeing how it works. And as always, if you are an offline Cohh enjoyer, please make sure to let me know if it works or doesn't work or all that kind of stuff. All right. We're gonna go meet with him now. Okay, great. Gunfish.
At CohhCarnage, there was a promise to KS backers that they would refund if the game didn't launch. Does the Steam release count as a launch?
Okay, now Gunfish, last thing I'll address with that. If they really try to do that, that would be insane because they made it so clear that the Steam was a part of the development. So if they actually tried to classify that as a launch when they were literally advertising the opposite, that would be actually insane. That would be actually insane. Yeah. That's crazy. Because they specifically said multiple times the fact that it was coming out on Steam does not mean that they are not meeting launch. People shouldn't expect that the launch requirements are in it because it's not launch. Like that was their big thing about releasing on Steam is don't worry, you're still going to get everything we promised you at launch. This isn't that. So yeah, dude, that would be wild. Anyway, Harris.
With Twitch Prime. Hey Cohh, this Steam thing is really weighing really heavy on me. I hope it doesn't put me under too much pressure. But seriously, I hope it works out okay for everyone who suffered.
Was that a Steam under pressure? Is that what I'm hearing here? Okay. I think that was I think that's a dad joke. Harris, was that a dad joke? I think that was a dad joke. He literally said, but seriously. So I'm assuming that was a Steam joke. Yeah. Okay, Harris says yes. Okay, we're good. Just making sure. All right. Hi, War.
Welcome, child of Morrigan. Now you stand before her presence, ready to receive the highest honor.
You seem familiar. Vidar?
I went by that name once, yes.
Huh.
Now, you see me as the embodiment of war, one of the three holy aspects of the goddess Morrigan. Ask your questions, child, before the time comes to fulfill our goddess's will.
Why did you deceive me?
You stand before the goddess of war, death, and destruction, and you're surprised that I used deception to test your dedication.
That's fair.
I thought your time with the children would have taught you that the ends justify the means. My purpose has always been to recruit only the most worthy followers.
And what if I killed Self and the other children?
Then you would have proven they were unworthy. If a hatchling could overcome a crow and its fledglings, then they weren't fit to serve Morrigan. You would have purged all ranks, and I would have found new devotees. It wouldn't be the first time a high priest took such measures.
Self sent me here for my next task.
What do you take me for, child?
Frigolate, yes.
A mercenary commander.
Yes, I
Serving
am.
Morrigan is no common duty. It's a calling you feel or don't. And only the most faithful may stand before Morrigan's presence.
I'm not religious, but I get results.
Your actions are meaningless if the Corax hasn't revealed itself to you. The Corax is Morrigan's herald, a promise of liberation. The Corax's appearance is a sign that it's time for the children to step from the shadows and declare their dominion over Avalon.
I'm sorry, what?
And I know the Cohh's favors you most often. Such is Morrigan's will.
Hey, good morning, Christian. How you doing this morning, dude? You want the children to reveal themselves and take control of the island?
Precisely. For too long, we've lurked in the shadows, preventing Morrigan from claiming her rightful throne among the gods. We've ruled Avalon for centuries, guiding its fate according to our goddess's will. So why shouldn't we openly claim what's already ours?
Because that's not our role.
Imagine it, child. All united under Morrigan's banner. A supreme goddess who cares for her followers, unlike the absent All-Mother. We'll bring peace on our terms, with Morrigan's blessing.
Redmill says, is there any chance that someone else could take up the reins and board of AOC and bring someone else to finish a project? Brother, let me tell you this. The fact that whoever this mysterious board is used the WARN Act shows us that whoever Steven decided to put on that board does not give half a shit about that project. And they are cutting and running. So my guess, my guess is that with that perspective in mind, everything Ashes of Creation has made and everything that they can do this with, they will most likely piece off and sell to recoup losses. So, yeah, I would, going from what we're seeing right now, I don't think anyone that has control of that company is going to let that project succeed. I think they're going to try to get as much money out of it as they can. And that is, yeah, dude, I really hope there's going to be some postmortems on this, because it's pretty wild it made it to this point being that rotten internally from the sounds of it. Yeah, it's going to be a thing. What act am I talking about? It's called the WARN Act. Go Google it. This is something like, don't let a streamer tell you how all this stuff works. But basically, they have to, from what I understand, it's essentially saying this company is being eliminated. You have 60 days to remove everyone from it, and so that's why they were forced to basically fire everyone. So 60-day notice, yeah, kind of thing. Yep. So in other words, like, again, it didn't sound like at that point anyone was interested in saving anything. It sounds like somebody is interested in liquidating and getting out. That's what it sounds like. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I gotta say, there was a time when I was being courted to have to do streams for AOC and get a referral link and all that stuff, and I'm so glad I didn't do that. I would have felt terrible. Oh my lord. Whew. How do you know that yeah. How do you know that's Morgan's will?
Indeed. I have faith, but no certainty. And since it's you who has the honor of witnessing the Cohh's, I'll send you as an emissary before our goddess.
Oh, dude, they were going around doing that to everyone.
She has chosen you for this communion, and I humbly accept her will. Find out what our goddess requires of us, and I will ensure her will becomes law.
How many people are working on Emberville right now? I think our team size is right around 20, and then if you factor in international contractors and stuff, around 30. Yeah, but especially over the last week, the team size is in flux. Yes, what has happened in the last week for Emberville surpassed any amount of pre-planning or anything we could have assumed. It has been actually insane. So we are doing everything we can to utilize every bit of it to go right into the project. So yeah, the trailer is close to 400k views now, dude. So we announced a couple days ago that we had passed 200,000 wish lists, and that was what, 3 days ago? Dude, we've passed 250 already. Like it's like it's like there's like this snowball rolling down the hill. That is just it's been insane. So I can't tell you how much we appreciate the support, guys. This community acted very much as kind of like a garden bed for this game's PR and hype. So just you guys did so much more than I ever could have asked. I really appreciate it. Are you going to release Emberville on GOG? We are planning on releasing Emberville as of now on pretty much all the platforms we can. We have not confirmed announced anything, but our goal is to get Emberville out to as many folks as we can do that. So that means console at 1.0. We're already coming to EA Steam Deck verified. The EA process will be mostly on PC, but we also are looking at Linux and Macs clients. That isn't confirmed yet, but we're pretty much looking at trying to get this game to everyone who wants to play it. So yeah. Does the game have voice acting or cutscenes? The game is going to be fully voice acted, and there will be like scenes when you are just watching people talk and stuff. It doesn't have like cutscenes. You know, we're not doing like a separate system for cutscenes as of now. That might change, but that is not the plan currently. So it is more all kind of in-game stuff with good voice acting. We do want the voice acting to be very high quality, which we're working on that. Yep.
I've seen it in a vision. The nest. Where your meeting will take place. Listen well, for her words are sacred, and return swiftly to bring me her will. May Morrigan's wings shield you from prying eyes.
Wait, am I going to meet the big crow that flies around? Is that the Corax? Dude. I didn't know we were actually going to be able to... Wait, let's go see. Will I be returning to Terraria? Not sure. I played the Terraria update and I had a really great time, but it really made me want to play Calamity. And I actually looked at like potentially downgrading my Terraria update to play Calamity, but then I was like, I'm not gonna... A new update just came out. I'm not gonna like not play that update. So I think my plan right now is I've got all the Calamity people followed, and I'm kind of hoping that we'll get some updates on Calamity being updated to the new version. So, but I'm kind of wanting to do a new Calamity run. I finished base game Terraria, but I've never beaten Calamity. I've gotten close, but I've never beaten it. So I'm thinking about doing another Calamity run at some point. Yeah, that's my current thinking. Oh, okay, we're going back to the other side. Let's go to the first men. That's in 6 months ago. T-Modder takes a long time. I need to figure out who updates T-Mod Loader. And I need to go see if I gave them a lot of money, if they could do it faster. How do we do that? Does he have like a Patreon or something? CJ Stuck. Oh, I'm totally going to play this out, buddy. Where's your message? Hold on. I saw it just a second ago. Why did it disappear off my screen? There it is, CJ.
I already said my goodbyes to you and the other mods, but I want to let everyone else know how much of an honor it was to serve as a mod for this amazing community. And like I told you guys, nothing is really changing. I ain't going anywhere. This will always be my Twitch home. Peace and love to you all.
Thank you so much, CJ. Been an absolute pleasure, man. CJ's taken some time off the mod team to go and handle a bunch of RL stuff, so we appreciate it. Always will be a member of our team. Thank you, T-Mod. Or not T-Mod. Thank you, CJ, for your help. And now I'm going to go give money to T-Mod. All right, there we go. Sorry, I got my wires crossed. Awesome. Appreciate you, CJ. CJ, yes, CJ successfully escaped the basement. I think he might be the first. Look at that. A mod actually escaped. Man, that's awesome. Okay. There we go. So I just put up a post or a Twitter to T-Mod. And I was like, hey guys, so you have any update on when T-Mod will be ready for the Terraria update? Also, does donating any money help to get to that day faster? Asking for a friend. Okay, So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right. All right, we're going to go back.
No, put me back. Just forget I exist. Let me rust in peace.
Wow, this sword. Let's go turn all this on. Also, mods, if we could please do a highlight of my thing about Ashes of Creation at the start of the stream. I do not want to be repeating that all day. let's not do that. Yeah, if we could make that a thing, I would really appreciate it. Yeah, for those wondering, I've spoken my piece on AOC, and it was at the start of the stream. Yep. Thoughts on the Neo 3 demo? Absolutely freaking awesome. February, whenever, cannot get here fast enough. I'm so ready. I have a little bit of suckiness with Neo 3, to be honest. Yeah.
Something new.
Yeah. I found the grotto, and I also found an artifact that may interest you. Four Dweller's Skull.
Oh, by the piggish wounds. That looks like a Four Dweller's skull. I'm not sure. I can't put my finger on it. It looks similar, but far more primitive. Quickly, let's hide it. Who knows how people may react to seeing something like this in the middle of town? Let's not cause trouble for Varel. Tell me, what was it like? What did you see?
Actually, I've killed a bunch since then. I met a construct. That's what it called itself. Some kind of Four Dweller tool, I think, for science.
That's remarkable. And it still worked after all these years. I've heard of constructs before. I always thought they were just stories told about the Four Dwellers, the kind meant to scare kids into behaving. But they were said to activate only in the presence of a Four Dweller. So why did it respond to you?
Because I carry a part of King Arthur's soul within me. Oh, and he was also part Four Dweller. Yeah, when Morrigan wanted to have a son that she couldn't, she had the Weaver make a creature that she then put into a human, and he didn't know it, and then he led the humans here and started a giant war, and now the whole world is dying because of it.
Well, that explains it. Say hi from me, and thanks for trusting me with that. I'd love to hear how you got your hands or your soul on something like that and still walk among us. But right now, I need to focus on this discovery of a lifetime. So tell me, what else did this construct say?
There's a theory that the first men were actually the ancestors of the Four Dwellers.
That's it. By the gods, that's proof. Do you know what you've just discovered? Proof that the Four Dwellers weren't born by the weirdness itself. They just evolved over the centuries, learning to tame the weirdness and claim its power. And if they evolved, maybe there's hope for us too. If we're strong enough to survive, maybe we can change. Live freely, without fear of the weirdness. Sorry, my mind was wandering again.
Rithgor, I know,
What were you saying?
I was thinking the same thing. There were cave paintings, and the constructed a method to decipher them. It was supposed to be their history.
Cave paintings? With their story? Incredible! Astounding! I'll have to go there myself someday. But now, I can only imagine what they might have looked like. Thank you. Here, take this for your reward and for your efforts for uncovering the artifact. I hope only the most remarkable adventures and discoveries find their way to you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll return to my thoughts.
You know, after observing you, I have a few tips to offer. First off, if you ever find yourself in danger, the best strategy might just be to lie down and play dead.
Oh, hey, Bukius, if you had some keys you wanted to give the community for that, just let a mod know. I'm assuming that's what you meant, right? Right?
Oh, joy! It's time to embarrass ourselves all over again.
That sword is rude. Let's go now to... Is there anything else here for us to do? Oh, what's this? Oh. This is where we have... That's like the... Okay, that might be the ending. Deserter scalps we don't have to turn in. I need to get frost rot mucus still. Oh, we got to return to Darvnir. That's the other area. Where is the Korvax nest? Is that in this zone? I feel like we see the bird flying around in here. No, it's the other zone. Okay. So the waypoints don't work if you're looking at a different part of the map. Oh, first of all, what do you have to say about Serbast?
Meeting him made me reflect on one thing. How many
many great knights were swallowed by their ambition to sit at the round table. Somewhere along the way, things must have gone terribly wrong. If men could kill one another for something that was meant to be an honor, I pity the lost knights of this world. I'm glad this one will have a chance to fight at his king's side and serve me, as he always wished to.
Great. Okay, we're gonna go back to Forlorn Swords. Do we know who voiced Arthur yet? I don't know who, we did find out who it was. I don't remember the name, but yeah, no, we found out who did it. Oh, we gotta go sleep in the nest. All right. Okay, I'll play your game. I wonder if you stay here long enough, if the big bird, like, flies to this nest. Are you planning on playing Cairn? Not right now. Yeah. Whoa. Dude, you've got a little wooden halo?
I called, and here he is. The king, torn to shreds, pieced back together.
What a cool model. What do you want from me?
Decide. The paths of self. Whispers in the shadows. Wings gliding silently on the wind. Crow eyes. Watching. Patient. Or the path of war. The wild screech. An open assault. Beaks and claws.
Beaks and
blood.
If I choose one, what happens to the other?
They die by your hand. Their paths cannot merge, like day and night, like breath and scream. One must yield to the other.
Dude, Vesper. Oh man. Does it matter to you which path I take?
You ask a crow what it prefers. Warm blood or cold carrion. The crow feeds on what fate delivers. All will fall into my claws when the time comes.
Sir York, no, I didn't finish the Legacy of the Forge DLC for KCD2 because I realized midway through it that it was clearly a DLC that was meant to be done in line with the game. And since I know I'm going to play KCD2 again one day, I figured I'm going to save it for that. Yep. So, like, the thing that's so awesome about the Legacy of the Forge DLC is it basically removes your need to have to constantly drive around to different shops and sell all your gear. And that literally was like 10 hours of our first playthrough. So I actually really like when we play KCD2 again someday, I'm going to do Legacy of the Forge pretty much as early as I can and get that unlocked. And that's going to smooth the playthrough out so much, dude. Oh my Lord. So much. So yeah. Yeah. I choose the path of self. Your children should remain in the shadows.
So be it.
Yep.
Walk the path of silence. The wind will carry your whispers. The enemy will not see you. War will not sense your blade. Bury it deep in his back.
Wow. Let's do it. Does KCD2 have more than one DLC already? Mm-hmm. Yep. Have I tried a major bow run? I've done a little bit of a mage run. It was super fun. And we used our bow a little bit this run, but not too much. Yeah. We've kept it pretty pretty tame. This game fire? This game is a relative inferno for a nerd like me, yeah. I've been loving it.
Speak. What is the will of the goddess?
Morgan does not permit the children to reveal themselves. I must kill you.
What is this? You dare lie to the High Priest to fulfill Sel's traitorous will? I see through you. You blaspheme. For Morrigan's will has always been to seize dominion over the world, and I cannot be mistaken in interpreting her signs.
Oh. Hey, Myth and Lore, thank you so much for getting a shirt off our store.
Thanks for the new shirt for the workshop.
Awesome, man. Love it, love it. And then we also had this.
I got my channel points back. I don't want this message read out, but just cuz, moist. Discombobulated, schmoobligong.
Ooh, that last one was pretty good. I like that. Thanks, bud. Morgan is death. She has always ruled over the living.
That is true. I never thought of it that way. Are you saying that I am the blasphemer, bringing the children into the light?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
How could have I been so wrong? But grant me one thing. Let me die fighting. Let your spilled blood pay for my sin.
Oh, didn't mean to do that, but we're doing it live. That was quite the chomp. Boom! Yeah. Hey, buddy.
You did splendidly, my crow. Tell me, did you truly speak with Morrigan?
Does it really matter?
Perhaps it does, perhaps it doesn't. We may never know, now that we're without our High Priest of War.
That's such a badass line to deliver.
And the head you brought back.
We know we did.
May the goddess will consider us worthy enough to speak again someday. In any case, you have my thanks.
Norwegian, I see why you say that, but do you understand why we have to keep it on with the block system? Like, we thought about it going offline with the block system, but that would completely, like, we'd have to make an entire different backend. We'd have to recode everything. It would have to track when the playthroughs stop and when they begin, and then the voting would be off, and it would have been it was either like just not do a block, and we talked about that. We talked about just not doing a block, but then that would also screw those people that want to watch if I don't stream that day. So like there's all sorts of issues that pop up if we do it that way. But I see what you're saying. I respect it, but just know that that was not even on the realm of consideration for us. Yeah. I mean, the little bit we're gonna get extra from it being on when mine on is negligible. Yeah. What happens now?
I will guide the children of Morrigan in the way we've always known.
Yeah.
In the shadows that protect us. In the shadows, we are safe. We can focus on what truly matters. Building security and creating stability in these chaotic, unpredictable times. And I suggest you do the same. Act with wisdom and prudence in your decisions, so that you may forever remain a child of Morrigan. And remember, you'll always have a place here from now on. May Morrigan's wings forever shield us from prying eyes. Somehow, that sounds truer now.
Complete the Children of Morrigan storyline. Man, that was a great one. That was a really, really cool one. Oh my god. Dude, what? Critical damage by 50, attack speed by 50? Physical attacks regenerate 15% of damage dealt as stamina? I think I'll keep my current ones. Yeah. Oh my lord. Oh, I don't need those. Yeah, we don't need anything that's okay. Damn, dude, what a look. What a vibe. What is our crit damage now? 428%. Wow. Okay. Code has unlocked the infinite stamina glitch, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh, man. Lear the Druid says, can't stay around long to avoid spoilers. I just got to the point where you try to pull Excalibur out for the first time. Wanted to stop by and say hi to everyone and wish you all well. Well, thank you, Lear. Enjoyed the playthrough, dude. And this is a fun one. This is a very, very fun one. Yep. Okay. Big critties. Oh, the biggest critties, chat. All right, we need to get some Frostgut mucus. Let's go talk to Darvener real quick. Get that done. What's the next game up? I played a little Hades 2 last night, and honestly, I kind of want to get the true ending in that game. So we may play some more Hades 2. I had a great time playing that last night. It was awesome. And we've got Neo 3 in a few days. I'm trying to figure out what we want to do for the next couple days, because we've got enough time for like either one short playthrough, or we could like maybe visit a game. I don't know if we'll have time for like a big playthrough of a game, but like part of me wants to start and assess. But the problem is, I know if I start it before Neo 3, there's a good chance I'm not going to finish it. So, I don't know. What is Menace? Hold on. I know we've heard that game a bunch. I'm 90% sure we've seen trailers for it. Which one is Menace? Oh, yeah! Okay, yes. This is the like XCOM-y, yeah, dude. This kind of looks fantastic. Deploy tanks and mechs and plan and execute missions and oh god, yes. This is. Oh, you can spec the spaceships out?
Eyes on.
Yeah, this looks really good. This looks really good. Anyway, we'll be checking this out. Maybe we'll play the demo. I don't know if there's a demo. Have you guys played the demo? What did you think about it? What did you guys think about the demo?